Something happened this week that's made me uncomfortable. It made me regret a lot of the decisions I had in my life. I saw something happen in front of me, and I didn't like any part of it, but I couldn't change the situation.
What?
One of us in the group, as we went to Mod Pizza, put corn on their pizza. Disgusting. Okay. There's a lot of debate and a lot of opinions about what's allowed on pizza. Pineapple. Do we like mushrooms? Black olives.
Pineapple, no.
Pineapple, yes.
Hard no.
100% pineapple.
Hard no.
What do you mean hard no?
No,
It's delicious.
No.
False.
Fault.
Listen, I don't like it, therefore you shouldn't like it.
That's not how opinions work, actually. But I think we can all agree, corn on pizza, psychotic behavior.
I just want to say, neither of you even tried a bite, so you can't say it's good or not because you didn't try.
Did you offer me a bite?
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing.
You just jump over, grab a slice of your pizza, start eating it?
Well, you've done
Give me
it. You
that.
guys have
Eat
done
your
that
corn?
before.
I want
You've
your
done that
corn.
before. You guys
I
have
have done
taken
that.
my
I
food
have done
before.
Actually, yeah, that's
So I feel like
100% normal
true.
behavior.
I feel like that's just a standing. Of course, you can have some and try.
because you never finish your meals.
It's
That's
so
true.
true. It's so true. No, it's so good. It's the sweetness of it, guys. I don't know how to explain
What else did you put on? I wasn't paying attention.
I looked over it and it looked
stopped
like
at corn.
It
and
looked
I was
like
no.
it looked like you had the pizza crust, red sauce, cheese, and corn. And I was like, ew, disgusting.
No, I also had pineapple. Pineapple, pepperoni.
this is the worst
Hey, let me
pizza.
finish.
Okay.
Pepperoni and bacon. That's it.
Pepperoni, bacon, pineapple, and corn.
If you take the corn
That
off,
is the craziest pizza
but
ever.
in my
Guys.
opinion, you take the corn off, that's a great pizza.
Guys, you didn't
That's a
try
great
the
pizza.
corn. It is so good.
Strange.
You know what? If you took the corn and the pineapple off, added some jalapenos.
Ooh.
Ew, so
we're talking.
spicy. There's some place, I don't even remember where the heck I was, but we got a Hawaiian style pizza and it came with mandarin oranges slices.
Whoa.
So it was like pineapple, mandarin oranges, Canadian bacon. It actually was really good.
That's crazy.
I was
don't
really
like that.
scared, but it was good.
It reminds me of those little kids' cuisines that used to
With
get
the
with
penguins?
the penguin. That's what Gracie's pizza is. She's like, okay, I want pizza and I want corn. And I want a brownie at the end of it.
Yes,
The
I do.
craziest part, I just find it so funny that this all happened in one day because that morning I was talking about making a roast at night for the Chiefs game.
Yes.
And it's just honestly so funny because I just wanted some like corn with the roast, which totally fits. Mashed potatoes,
Yeah, that's
corn,
fair.
Carrots.
roast,
Carrots.
onions. And so, but I didn't want to just dump corn in the
Just make-
crock pot.
Yeah.
So I came up with an idea of putting baby corn in the crock pot.
Amazing.
And
Not amazing.
I got roasted by everybody on
Hey.
staff.
roast.
I got roasted.
Oh.
Hey. Hey.
Yes. You did, though, because I want to tell everybody, okay, Nick has a deep love and desire for baby corn,
Yes.
unlike anyone I've ever
He
seen in my
loves
life.
You
baby
used
corn.
a term you said like
He's
a,
obsessed.
I said
a
obsession.
radical obsession.
Radical
I didn't say
corn.
radical. I said
It was
obsession.
some other
I
adjective.
said obsession.
And I was like, that. I like baby corn. I don't think I've talked about baby corn that much.
I can tell you this. I haven't talked about baby corn with anyone as much as I have with you. With anyone on the face of the planet.
Well, listen, baby corn is the best thing known to mankind.
For a second, I thought you were calling me baby corn. Listen, baby corn.
What's up, baby corn?
That's
no, that's
good.
Gracie's nickname. I don't know why.
I don't know. Kind of fits.
So then that same day was the corn on the pizza.
Yes.
So good.
That's
Wild day.
You guys should try it next time, and I'll
Yep.
stick with them.
Maybe I will.
It is
And
so good.
for the record, baby corn in your roast crock pot, unbelievable. My parents came over. They didn't question it one bit. They just ate that corn.
That's because they were like, man, his whole life he's liked this baby corn.
I
We
guess
don't know
just
what's
gotta deal
going.
with
Just
it.
gotta deal
I
with
don't
it
even
now.
think they knew I liked baby corn. Actually, as a kid, I was the pickiest eater. So when they come over to eat and I've got onions, they're like, wow,
Wow.
you've grown up.
Wow.
Good job.
You've grown up.
As someone that actively avoids baby corn,
Yeah.
good for you. I
Yeah.
do love.
I think my parents said, big boy. Big boy. Yeah, they were like, you're growing
Yeah,
up.
you're grown
grown
up.
up.
Grown
I
up.
hate
grown
that.
up.
I hate that.
Why
I
do you
hate that. I just hate it. I hate
Just
it.
hate it.
Okay, well, hey, that was
I do have
Interesting.
something to say before we get started.
Pause.
Hey, everybody, pause.
She sensed I was going to start the podcast.
I have a big announcement. I'm important news.
Important
Guys.
news.
This is about some wedding in North Carolina.
Or Dancing with the Stars.
No. I, the other night, with my mother, watched Sweet Home Alabama.
Whoa! We need some like
Finally,
we need
our
fireworks.
Kids director, our kids director has
my
some
gosh.
integrity.
That's incredible.
Because she's not been a woman of her word.
We watched it, and I have to say,
You held that back for us. You
yeah, I did. I held
literally
it back
saved
for
it.
like a whole week because I think we
That's
watched it
wild.
Friday last week.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You waited for this moment.
I waited for this moment to tell you guys.
How was it?
It was good. I have to say, I had a really hard time because the rich guy from New York, there wasn't anything wrong with him. So I was waiting for something to be wrong with him so I could fully root for the other guy. She should have been into the New York guy. I was having a hard time, honestly.
You're like,
I
he's
was
in New York,
He's New York.
he's rich.
He's cute. He loves you.
What are you doing?
This guy, all he does is like drink beer and he just walks around in his dirty clothes.
And
driving
he's
his
just
plane.
angry. You know what?
Yes.
You know
I
what?
was like,
True.
In
So
retrospect, I see why you would have had a problem with
so
that.
I was being out here like, oh my goodness, no, be with the New York guy. I understand, like, it's her one love, it's for her roots, like where she's from. But I was like, you
like-
really should have married
Like,
him.
you like wrong
She
choice.
made the wrong
Wrong
decision.
choice.
She married the
hot
wrong
take,
decision.
Hot take from Gracie.
Yeah.
But the real question is, you didn't find anything. Was he a Christian?
Okay.
Wow.
This
Wow,
is a fake
Gracie.
reality.
Wow, Gracie.
This
Where's
is a
your
fake
standard?
reality. Yeah.
Where do you
Whatever.
start? Where do you
Whatever.
begin and end with your dating relationship?
This is the example
Well,
you set for others, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
Wow.
he was hot and rich, so.
Let's go.
This coming from a girl that went on a date with a guy and then didn't because you had differing views on the Holy
beliefs.
Spirit.
Yeah, on the Holy Spirit. And
That
I
was
was
like
like, this-
very niche.
Yeah,
but
well,
important.
Yeah, very important. It wasn't going to
important.
work out. We wanted different things.
Yep.
Thanks.
Liked the guy, but
Yep.
what are you going to do?
It's
What are you
great.
gonna do?
Gracie
Anyways.
does have standards. She really does.
I do have standards. Don't let them fool you. I
But
do.
hot and
I do.
rich.
Hot and rich.
That
Number
doesn't
one.
that doesn't hurt anything.
In the
Hot and rich
fantasy
doesn't hurt
world of
anything.
movies, that one wins out over
Over-
Slobby and
Yeah.
First Love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, true.
No offense to that guy.
That's fine. But you
anyways.
enjoyed the movie.
I did. Me and
You
my
were
mom.
you're
we
just
had a
saying
good
you were
time.
torn.
Yes, we enjoyed the movie. We were like, this is fun.
It's a cute
Yeah.
movie.
It's a cute little
Yeah.
movie, but yeah, we both were like, huh, she should have married him.
That's
like, yeah,
that's fair. That's 100% fair.
Yeah. but-
All right. Well, we all have our opinions on things.
That's
well,
true.
hey, welcome to the Almost Sunday podcast
Woo!
because it is almost Sunday.
Almost
It
Sunday.
is.
I'm Nick,
I'm Cooper.
I'm Gracie.
and we're here to chat away. And if you enjoy it, great. If you don't, try another episode or go watch David and Nora's. I
Yeah,
really like that one.
Shout
Faith
out.
IRL.
That's
Let's
right.
go.
Great podcast. So we're sponsored by Swig.
Yeah, we are.
I've got my watermelon
week.
sugar today.
Mission on Johnson Drive.
Yeah.
Mission Johnson Drive. We pay for it, but
Yeah.
it's all good.
I just realized it's not the cowboy one anymore.
Yeah.
You wanted the cowboy cup.
Yeah.
She specifically asked for
She
it.
actually specifically
I did
asked
specifically ask
for
for
a
it.
foam cup with the cowboy.
Because I wanted the cowboy one.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Well, guys, okay, so been a good week. Everybody's been having fun.
Having fun. Good,
Yeah,
good
having fun.
times.
Yep.
By all.
All right, well, we're going to dive into some videos. This one is not like time sensitive, so sometimes we're looking at like videos that are like
Happening in the now.
happening
Happening,
in the
yeah.
day. This is just a good video some fun videos.
Okay.
that'll
I'm
spark some
excited.
conversations.
I'm
So,
excited.
if you don't know, I pick out the videos and then we watch them together and then we react and then
Mm-hmm.
we talk about what that relates to our faith. Sometimes it's a stretch, sometimes it's spot on.
Yeah.
But
What
What was that? What was that? What was that?
can a person not applaud for themselves every now and
Yay.
then? When you should have been applauded, you should have been like, yeah, great job.
Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
You're welcome.
Okay, you ready for the first one?
I am.
Yes.
He doesn't show us any of these videos until this very moment.
Yeah.
And he'll always be sitting in his office and he's like, oh, I've got a fun one today.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're just sitting there waiting.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Oh, I just talked so close to the mic. I bet you that popped.
Here we go.
I'm not quite sure why I'm here or what I'm doing, but there's a reason.
Ma'am, we're discussing the rezoning for the Portillos. Do you have any comments on that?
For what?
We're discussing the rezoning on 53rd for,
Well, I live on 63rd.
again, we're here to hear comments about the rezoning.
Well, I don't like Facebook,
Yes.
and I don't like the internet
Let's
because
go.
I can't find a job. The library blocked my password. Now tell me, does that make any sense to you?
This is amazing.
I'm not sure why I'm here or what
I'm not sure what I'm doing.
Back.
That was so good. Ma'am,
was so good.
we're here to discuss the rezoning. Why do I like Facebook?
I can't get a job.
Library changed my password. That doesn't make any sense, does it? That's so amazing.
That was awesome.
Guys, I went to a city council meeting once for Lenexa. I was coaching at St. James, and they made like us coaches, and they were trying to build a new field out in like West Lenexa, like out in the richer areas, the nicer homes. And for St. James, they're trying to build a baseball field. And man, all these people kept coming up to it. Was amazing. Honestly, I was entertained. You would have loved it.
I would have
It's like
loved
people
it.
watching at its best. They were just coming up to the microphone. Now they weren't as unhinged as that lady, but they were like talking about the lights and how they're gonna hit the lights for the
Yeah.
baseball complex. There were just all these opinions. It was so funny. And finally, the city council person was like, "You guys realize you don't own this land." They were like, "Something is gonna go there, like
Yeah.
maybe a condo or something."
A huge
But
apartment building.
it was so funny. It just reminded me of that, like watching.
That was so good.
I saw this video of one today of this lady at a city council meeting like that, and she goes, "I'm very concerned about the teenagers riding their electric scooters. They keep yelling out 6-7. No one knows what it means." And she was so angry. She was like, "Nobody knows what it means. I'm not safe in my home."
6-7. Just driving around.
I was like, yes, that's what I want to see.
That is awesome.
And she's like, "You know what's going to solve this? Me going to a city
Yes,
council
exactly.
meeting and sharing my opinion about it."
So good.
I mean, it solves something within her. She
Yeah.
she
It
feels
helps
like
me out.
Somebody heard her. That's crazy.
So funny.
Gracie, you have any like thoughts in your head of like people that have shared opinions? Can you picture somebody like that?
In my life.
Or just like a situation? Have you been like, I hadn't thought about it before this, but I thought about that city council meeting.
No. Not that time. Probably my grandparents. Grandparents love to talk.
Grandparents do love to. Your
grandparents watch our
grandparents.
podcast?
Probably not.
So grandparents? Grandparents do, though.
Something
do.
about
Not
them.
just
They
your
do. I
grandparents.
feel like I can't think of one specific scenario, but yeah,
Listen,
they do.
Listen, this is not grandparents. This is actually one of the most honored men of my life, and I mean this.
Okay.
Pastor Don Lewis, who is the senior pastor here, I would meet for like 2 hours a week with him when I was early young pastor,
Yeah.
and he would be sharing stories with me. And after you meet for 2 hours for every week, like eventually you run out of story. I mean, he had lived life. He'd done ministry,
Right.
and so he would go, "Okay, so, we were talking about something." He'd be like, "Oh, that reminds me of this story on a youth trip in Argentina. Have I told you this one?" And it didn't matter whether I said yes or no.
He'd be
I was
like,
hearing the story again.
It's like, yeah,
Which is
yeah.
great.
Let me tell you again. So,
I'll take a seat.
But that was truly like important times, but same
so
concept.
funny.
I think
So funny.
my grandparents did that, but they're
Oh,
gone. We love them.
We love them.
Okay, so today I want to talk just a little bit about kind of this concept of opinions and about
Sharing them.
when to speak, when not to speak.
Yeah.
Like, how should we, as the body of Christ, there's things we need to be talking about. But then I think, scripturally, right, there's a time to sit back, to listen, and to withhold. And
Yeah.
so let's just talk lightheartedly about just the concept of opinions. Everybody has them.
Everybody has
Everybody
them.
has them.
What's that phrase? It's like opinion.
Everybody.
I had to tweak it. I had to
like,
tweak it a little
opinions
bit.
are like buttholes.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, I was like trying to figure out if I should tweak it.
because I knew it. I think everyone watching was like, I know what he's about.
I was like, should I say this or not?
I've never heard that.
You've never heard this?
No.
Opinions are like booty holes. Everybody's got one and they all stink.
Oh,
is the phrase.
I've never
Yeah.
remember the
heard
next
that.
part.
I've never
So-
heard that.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
There
You
you
can
go.
quote Cooper Harwick on that one.
Exactly. Opinions are funny, like especially when people have opinions. Like me and you are very similar, and we have very similar opinions about certain things. But then we're very like different on like some things. Like we had the joking one earlier about the pineapple on pizza.
Yeah.
That's so funny that was like your opening.
I know.
Bit was literally us debating about opinions about
And-
corn on pizza.
So
And
good.
just
Gross.
how passionate we got about it.
I know.
Yeah, it's true.
But I think that's different. But I mean, that's
Yeah.
fun
Well,
though.
it's fun. And what I was gonna say is I think like me and you, I think are a good example for like probably most people is like most of our opinions are basically the same. Like all the whole staff jokes around that we're basically the same person. Gracie on Monday
You guys are the
roasted us because she goes, we're sitting there and we made a joke to Pastor
we both
Jordan.
made the same joke to Pastor Jordan, but separately through text.
Through text.
That we did not know that the other person did.
Yes.
And then he shared his. I go, Cooper, let me read the text
Yeah.
that I just sent to Jordan. And then Gracie, what did you say? Come
I said,
on.
well, you guys were like, wow, we're on the same wavelength. And I was
And
like,
Jen
yeah.
was like, yeah, you guys like share that connection.
I was like, no, they just share one brain cell that passes from one to the other.
We're like,
it was actually pretty good. It was pretty
Sometimes
good.
the other person has it, and goes the
Yeah.
other person.
But we're very similar people and we share basically the same opinions, but then there are like some things where we're like both adamantly different.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you guys also both like opinions and you guys both like talking about it and debating it. Like the amount of times we'll talk about something in the office and
Yeah.
you guys love to debate. I don't like to
Gracie
debate
doesn't like
opinions.
conflict.
Don't like
She
conflict.
sits
I
there.
might have opinions. I don't say them as much as you guys say them. And you guys like to talk about them and
Yeah.
debate. Where I feel like I normally
think
am
I'll
like,
push back a little bit. I love to debate things that are like on the medium to
Yeah.
like mild scale.
yeah. You guys aren't
Like,
debating like
yeah.
and I don't
huge
mind
things.
having deeper debates.
Yeah.
But I think they're in a totally separate venue, separate space. Like
No, I would agree. You guys debate about like, medium
trivial
things.
things
Yes.
to like maybe pushing it a little bit
Yeah.
into somebody's like actual like deep core preferences.
But I
Yeah.
still don't even like
no, you don't even
getting
like
into those debates. I will sit
you-
there.
You've gotten better.
You
I
have.
have gotten
You
better.
have stood
I-
your ground on like dumb corn on pizza things.
True.
and I will continue to.
Dummy. No, I'm just joking.
But I think it's a fun. That's like a microcosm of like people as a whole. I feel like people get really touchy about like really sensitive stuff, but then people will take really firm opinions about certain things.
Yeah.
that like don't really matter. But even though they agree on basically most of the same stuff.
Yeah.
Like favorite movie ever, they'll be like, "Oh, this is the best. How could you ever pick a movie besides this one?"
And it, like it's a trivial thing that then bleeds over. You say
Yeah.
it bleeds over into like this like I'm upset at you
Yes,
for
yeah,
not
yeah.
Star Wars people.
Yeah.
Star Trek people.
I had a student make fun of me on the past Wednesday for not understanding a Star Wars reference.
Yeah.
I was like, "I'm sorry, dude." And he's like, "I can't believe you." I was like, my bad.
Sorry?
Sorry.
My bad. That's funny. Yeah. I think it's true. Sometimes we take the trivial and we'll make it
Yeah.
like more of a core of who we are, and then we're offended when somebody else doesn't believe or abide
Yeah.
by that. Yeah. So opinions are fun to share. They are. I think debating is fun when it doesn't cause division.
Yes.
I also think that it's good to have debates sometimes that stir up thought processes of differing opinions without like causing a great divide.
Yeah, or like standing, like I think there's like that line like you're talking about where you don't want to cause a divide, but you also need to like share an opinion or something that is like factually true that might like cause a rift. But if you don't say it, then I feel like moments pass by.
Yeah.
I don't know if what I said just made sense.
No, yeah. No.
Like, so I was in
I'm gonna be honest. I zoned out for a solid 5 seconds.
and then you came back and you
but
were
I
like,
heard the beginning and the end. So it sounded great.
well, that's so good. There's moments where you need to share your opinion or like a fact or something. And if you don't, then like you're going to go in the wrong direction or something wrong might happen.
Yeah.
Like I was in a world religions class, and this is more of like a factual thing, but like the woman teaching the class didn't know anything about Christianity.
Oh.
Okay.
And
What?
so I had to correct her multiple times throughout the semester.
Yeah.
And it was like if I didn't share my opinion or like the factual thing of what the Bible was actually saying, then she would have totally misled the entire class.
Yeah.
And there's moments like that where it's
Yes.
like interpersonally and relationally, if you don't share that opinion about what you feel, then it's going to be led down the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Which can be really awkward sometimes.
Yeah, no, I think that like everything that you just said and everything that just happened in that moment is so true to like how we So what happened was you're speaking, and I
Zoned
locked
out.
back in.
Yes.
I listened to everything you just said. I think that's true. Like when we're sharing objective truth, there's something different between sharing objective truth. That's not opinion.
Yeah.
It's like, this is what I believe to be true, but also we know that the Bible says this. Therefore, we're not debating with the Bible.
Yeah.
Somebody else can debate with the Bible, but I'm just sharing it as an objective truth, right? And then they're sharing opinions. But what happened right there, you were sharing a great opinion on how to share objective truth, and I zoned out trying to think about what my next opinion that I was going to share
Yeah.
was.
You stopped like listening.
I stopped listening because I was like, where's this conversation going in this podcast? And feeling a pressure to like navigate the conversation. And in me getting lost in like my own, what am I going to say next? I wasn't listening to what you were saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that scripturally, right, it says that we should be slow to speak, right? We should be slow to speak, that we should listen. Gracie's a great listener. Look at her. She's just,
yes,
I'm literally looking at her like, time to talk, Gracie.
Gracie's
I'm
like
Cooper,
quick to listen, slow to
Cooper and I
speak.
just talked quite a
I
bit,
know.
and I know you got something to say, but you're just waiting. You're just waiting for your
I
moment,
know.
and you can't wait for Cooper or I
To stop talking.
because we're gonna listen.
Because
We're gonna listen. We gotta.
Aw, thanks, guys. Well, we've talked about this. I'm not much of a, I don't know.
You're a talker.
I'm a talker, but not in like, not in like this way. This isn't my, yeah, I'm not great at talking in this way. You guys
You're
really are.
fantastic at
Oh,
talking in
thank
this
you.
way.
Thank you. I think
I think our listeners like you more than they like us.
They're like, man, will they shut up so we can hear Gracie talk?
I think we were talking about like causing rifts and stuff. I was just thinking a lot that really just depends on the people. And I think that you're talking to and stuff like that and trying to talk to and having debates about. And I'm just thinking like in our world, there's a lot of people who have a hard time listening to other opinions and that will cause rifts. And when you're just trying to state your opinion. So I think that that's just something I have to get over, just being like, I can speak the truth in my opinion and like that might cause rifts. I'm never offended. Oh, sorry. I'm never offended if somebody says something that I disagree with, but like, that's the way I was raised and grew up. I think that is a hard thing in our world right now.
Yeah.
The different opinions that will cause rifts, even if you try to say something.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about objective truth. That's really good, Gracie. I think,
thanks.
and then we're talking about like how to receive people's opinions.
Yeah.
There's some like area in the middle where we're not talking about biblical truth. Does that make sense? It's like not
Subjective truth.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where like to you, you're like, this is wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's not biblically wrong. It's not like wrong in God's eyes, but to you, you have a subjective truth that says this is true and everybody else should believe it. And sharing our opinions on those things, I think is, and knowing when to share our opinion on those things are really important. And this is our next video.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you didn't know you had another
No,
video.
I didn't. I'm
I
excited
got
now.
one more. Here we go.
And I can't wait for everyone.
You're not going to say my son has flaws.
You can leave.
No, I don't have to leave. That dress you're wearing, read his score.
Let's calm down.
She said in the vows, I'm going to love you through
You're not going to ruin my
You
day.
are not going to say my son has flaws.
Wow.
Everybody has flaws, and that's why I love them. You can leave,
Yeah,
Judy.
like you don't have flaws.
You can get out of my wedding
I'm
now.
not leaving. That dress you're wearing, I paid for.
that dress that I paid for.
I'm not getting out. Try it, and I'll have you arrested.
Tony, get her out of here. This is not right.
This is not. Disrespect the wedding.
I'm not leaving. You showed respect. You have
Not
Not
stepping up.
stepping up. Be like,
Step
Mom, sit
up,
down.
little boy.
Yeah, like, bro, tell your mom to sit down.
flaws about
Oh my
That's
gosh.
wild.
That was wild.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Say my son has flaws.
Don't say my
Well,
son
okay,
has
flaw number one.
flaws.
He's not standing up for his wife.
Right,
Flaw
right
number
now.
one.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, yeah,
That's
seriously.
That was
crazy.
crazy.
You need to step up. What a coward.
No,
He was
literally.
like, he literally said something. He's like, stop. Don't stop. No.
Okay, actually,
It's
this
inappropriate.
I've seen this happen at one of my friends' weddings.
No.
No
where
way. And then they went to
the-
Paris. I don't trust anything you have to
this
say
is
about
real.
weddings.
This is real. This is real. one of my friends, she was getting married in her, it was the day of the wedding rehearsal, so the day before the wedding. Her, what is it called? Her parents-in-law, or people who about to become her in-laws came up and started yelling at her. And her like husband about to be in the next day, like barely did anything. Her dad stepped up and was like, "You're not gonna talk to my daughter like this." But I was like,
the dad of the daughter.
The dad of the daughter had to step up because
her almost husband.
Come on.
Yeah. So I was
Come
like,
on, dude.
Yeah. Which I mean, I've never been in that position, but I was still like, okay.
Interesting.
So there's two examples here, though, of opinions and how to speak. The husband, we're like, he needed to step up.
Yeah, bro.
Right? So when the Bible says for us to be slow to speak, I don't think that's the moment to be slow to speak, right? That's the moment when we're supposed to step up. And then the mother-in-law, shut up.
That was crazy.
That was like, I bought your dress, therefore I can tell you. Don't say my son has flaws. Right?
Yeah, that's such a random. That's just such a weird thing for her to.
Also, just like a stupid opinion. Everybody has flaws.
Literally
like, what are you even talking about?
That is a crazy take.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That's
so
funny.
I don't know. I think that there's again, we are not supposed to be like the world as Christians.
Yeah.
But sometimes I think that we have the most hottest opinions at times, in our church culture. I've seen it. Mm-hmm. I've just seen it, and I've seen and again, not talking about speaking truth, just talking about just talking, rather than listening. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, we have to be careful not to be passive.
Yeah.
To be like the groom, that's just like, we're just nice.
Yeah. Could you stop?
Yeah.
Could you stop?
And I see both sides happening.
Mm-hmm.
I see both sides happening. I see this loud chorus, sometimes of older Christians, right? But of all ages, just this loud chorus, complaining, yelling, frustrated, going on Facebook, right? Going on TikTok, right? And just sharing these loud, lambastic opinions that are subjective truths, not objective truths. That is a good word. And lambastic opinions, but because they feel like there's something that they believe to be true, and therefore, rather than testing and proving with God's scripture, they're just going to share and they're going to blurt and they're going to word vomit. And then on the other side, there's this other Christian. Not you.
I love how you.
Wow.
It was my side.
You went for Cooper.
Listen,
which is a little bit of truth of our personality.
It is the personality
Maybe a little
truth.
Extreme, but
No, it's the personality
valid.
truth, but not how you guys are
Yes.
in your character.
Yeah.
But it is true. Then there's the more sit onto the side and we don't speak up when something wrong is happening.
Yeah.
Time to speak. That's when we need to step up as Christians. What do you guys think about how to balance those two?
Yeah. Let me just share my subjective opinion.
Yeah, you're like, wait, this is really hard
That's
to
what I
talk
was like,
right now.
should I sit and listen?
This is an interesting concept, to talk about on a podcast when all we can do is talk. We could just sit here.
We could just sit here and
and just listen.
Gracie, why don't you share first?
Okay.
I'll be quick to listen.
Okay. I was just thinking, I have a very large family.
You do.
Who, the extremes we're talking about, I have both extremes who will get together. And so I've been around for the blow-ups, you could say, that has sometimes do happen. We have very different opinions on some of my family sides and stuff like that. And so something that I really admire is my dad and how he does it. I feel like he does a really good job. We're talking about having that good balance of Christopher. Shout out to Chris. Love that man. And I just think that can be really hard because I think sometimes as Christians we do want to stand up for maybe what we believe in and what we believe is right when we're hearing those other things. But we have to do it in a, I don't know, in a biblical way, in a more gentle way than this screaming, yelling, fighting back the way maybe other people fight against us. And just
we're built different. We're supposed to fight.
We're supposed to fight different, yes, and show it in a loving, kind way with biblical evidence, which I think, we see both sides with people coming back with fire and harsh words maybe, but then we do have the opposite side of being quiet, which I think that's more my personality to be quiet. But I like to believe that I would stand up for. I do stand up for what I believe in when I think that it's being not being said.
Yeah. That's good. I like that.
Hey,
Shout out to
thanks.
Chris.
Shout out to Chris. He does a great job.
It's a great job.
Well, my dad, Chris Hartwig.
Yeah, my dad, Chris Hartwig.
My dad,
fights
Jay
people in the
Adams.
streets.
He fights people in the street.
No,
He used to ride the bus to work.
he did. He would fight. No, he wouldn't. It made me think about my dad. Used to ride the bus because he worked downtown. Shout out to Dad. Love your dad. But it made me think about two things, like two processes, two things we have to hold in balance as like Christians is like we're called to be peacemakers. And I think a lot of people misunderstand what it means to be a peacemaker.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people see it as just being a passive person. Whereas like sometimes to make sure you bring about peace, you have to take, this sounds bad, but you have to take out the one that's causing pain.
Right.
Which means you're having to stand up for the one, like the mom was the problem.
Yeah.
So the son, who was going to be
Was
the
probably
husband,
the only person that had the power in that
Yes,
situation
yeah.
to create peace. I
Exactly.
bet you the mom would have listened to him.
The mom totally would have listened to him, but he, instead of being like an active peacemaker, he became passive.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which I think is a hard thing to do. And then the other thought that I had was like, as Christians, we're also called to be meek. And I think a lot of people have a misunderstanding what it means to be meek.
Yeah.
Like, biblical sense of being meek means to like, you have full power, but you show full restraint.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
And so like, you're, clock it.
Full power, full restraint.
Full power,
Boom.
full restraint. And
That's
so,
good.
yeah, and like, so like, you have the power to bring about peace and to take out the one that's causing all the chaos and pain. And like, our words have so much power.
Yeah.
Right? And so many people use those words as like, things to divide and to bring chaos and use their opinions like that. But as Christians, we should have the ones that have the full power that could bring chaos, but we also have the full power to bring peace.
Yeah.
And so I think that's the part where like passivity comes into play, but also just like rampant chaos of like, I'm sharing my opinion, I don't care who gets hurt.
Yeah.
Well, that's not being a
But also
peacemaker.
like praying beforehand. I feel like I'm ever in a situation like that where like, we have to say something. I always pray like, hey Lord, give me the words to say and how to say them.
Yeah.
correctly.
Yeah, that's good.
Because I feel like how you say things sometimes, or even how you word things, can be taken out. Like people can like make it whatever they want.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey Lord, give me what you want me to say in the right way at the right time.
Yeah,
and
that's
like
good.
that normally like really helps.
Yeah.
Like using his
Guys,
words.
you guys are on fire. You were like that was
good.
That was back to back like fantastic takes and opinions because I love what you said when you were talking about your dad and the part that the word you said was like restraint.
Well, he said.
Or you said restraint, but you were talking about Chris and how he under control. That's what you were talking about. You were like having this under control opinion. Like
Yes.
so we're not caught as Christians not called to be a part of the fight or the battle.
Right.
We're called to bring peace and we do it under control. And
Yes.
with restraint, but with power at the same time,
Yeah.
knowing that we're in there. I think there's a difference between being in the middle of the battle and like swinging around a sword, be like, ah!
Yeah. That's just
Right?
chaos.
Chaos.
Yeah.
Chaos, right? We're creating chaos. Where in the battle, if we are the voice, the calming voice of reason, that's not doing it out of anger, frustration, just shouting at the top of our lungs, be like, I just am so mad at this.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe this.
Yeah.
But we're like, hey, we're called to be a part of that conversation,
Yeah.
not standing back and letting somebody lambast our bride, like Christ,
Yeah.
right? Like that very deep spiritual
Boom.
illustration there. We don't just stand back, let somebody lambast our bride, right? Like, and for us to just be like, yep, you can mock God all you want.
Yeah.
Like, he's a big boy, he can take it, which he can.
Yeah.
But we're also supposed to be there and to be a part of his army.
And then I feel like when you do that, both sides of people arguing like respect you, and I've seen that also with my dad, where then like people on both sides will like come to him afterwards and be like, so what do you really think about this? Like after maybe this
after the chaos.
because they respect him and how he like handled that,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh well, that's really cool because then they still like will come to him.
And they know
About
he's
it.
going to handle
He's
their
gonna handle
differing
that.
opinions
Yes.
with a sense of calm
Grace and just mutual, just
Mutual
mutual because
respect.
he's just there. I'm like, oh, well, that's really cool because that's what we should be in this world of people coming to us, trusting us of how we're going to handle that situation and like our opinion, and we're not gonna like dismiss or like be rude to people that we don't agree with or anything.
Yeah.
We're just gonna come to it like genuine.
Yeah, that's good.
It's good. Yeah, guys, I like it. Anything else you gotta say? I think that's a great wrap up.
My opinion is
We have nothing else to say. We're
Nothing
gonna be.
else.
I'll end with this. Proverbs 18:21 says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat of its fruit." And I think that can go both ways. The fruit that you draw, right, from like how you speak and how you choose to tend to that, you're gonna reap the rewards, or you're gonna reap the reap.
Yeah.
And so to take caution in how we speak, but also to stand boldly
Yeah.
on the word of God. So,
Love it.
all right, that's all we got.
That's all we got today.
Hey, it's Friday. You know what that means.
It's
Almost Sunday.
Almost Sunday. Hey, thank you guys for joining us for our podcast. Have a blessed week and weekend.
Let's go. Deuces.